Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Jacob back here for the JTwoH channel. And today we have a media unboxing. This is going to be all physical media, no books, no figures, nothing like that. It's just physical media. I've listened to what you guys think. I think you like the separate things like media, books, and then figures and stuff. So this will be just my most recent pickups for digital media or physical media. I'm sorry. There is 4Ks. There are steelbooks. There are VHS tapes. There are Dollar Tree stuff and a package from Rick from DownToMovie's. So let's get into it. This, like I said, this is over the last week or two stuff I've accumulated. So the first thing was actually technically featured in the last video, though they sent me the wrong copy. If you remember or you've watched the video, if you haven't, I will put a link up in the description. Is it over there? Gotta look at it's over there. Anyway, I'll put a link to check this out, but I ordered this from eBay. They sent me the wrong copy. They sent me just the 2022 film, even though the picture, the description, everything of the eBay auction I won was for this, but they sent me the wrong copy. I got a refund, and then I just bought this for cheaper anyway, and it was brand new, which was awesome. So we had Scream, the 2-movie collection. So I got this because I didn't own the 2022 film at all, and I wanted it in 4K, and I do have the first film, but not in 4K. So I figured this is a great way to enter the Scream, the fifth Scream movie into the collection, and also upgrade the first one, and it's just one Scream movie. Now, it's a little weird that it's just the fifth and first one named the exact same thing in the same case, and also I hate that the second one is on top and not the first one. It should be chronological, but beggars can't be choosers. I also don't like that Paramount just releases the 4K. There's no Blu-ray copies. Oh well, I guess. Again, beggars can't be choosers. So I got the correct copy, and the first thing I did was move the slip to make sure it was the correct copy. So yeah, if you remember, I got the first Scream, and I was very disappointed because it seemed like an intentional error. But anyway, got the two pack for the collection now. This next item is from Amazon. So if you've seen the video, which this will go up after, the very first toy show I ever went to, and I know this isn't a toy, it's just my son got a Godzilla toy. We bought him a Godzilla toy from a vendor, and I didn't recognize the Godzilla. It's not from the '98 Godzilla. It's not from any of the earlier Godzillas. And I did some research, and it turns out it's from this movie, which I think is a smaller, independently released Godzilla movie. But I found it on Amazon, Blu-ray.com. I had it listed for $4 or $5 on Amazon one morning, so I went ahead and grabbed it. We watched it, Shin Godzilla. So we in this house will refer to him as Ugly Godzilla, because if you've ever seen the film, you know why. Even the toy is an ugly thing. But so I got Shin Godzilla. I figured you couldn't go wrong with a Godzilla movie, especially for $4, and now we know the source material to the obnoxiously ugly toy. So Shin Godzilla. If you watched my Target video, which if you haven't, I recommend you checking out, link in the description. I really hope I'm pointing to that. I should really indicate out here which one it is. I don't think, it feels wrong to point up here, but also if I'm watching the video, it would be up here. So either way, if you watched my Target video, I pre-ordered this, so I won't talk much about it, but it finally came in. This released in July. On physical media, June or July, we have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So I got this at, I pre-ordered this through Target's Buy Two Get One. So this came in the mail via my pre-order. And then this little obnoxiousness of physical media. I absolutely love this TV show. Love this TV show. I still haven't even watched this even though I own it. And it's been on digital for longer than it's been on physical. But I love this film. I love this show, this franchise. I have the first season of the show on DVD, and this release drives me nuts. So it is the Bob's Burgers movie. I went ahead and grabbed the 4K Steelbook, but I just want to say, I think it's obnoxious that they released a 4K. The only way to get 4K for Bob's Burgers is this Steelbook. You had to find a Best Buy, track it down, and pay $35 to get this on 4K. Why wasn't it available through Disney Movie Club on 4K, especially just a standalone 4K? Do it exclusive through Disney Movie Club now that Disney owns Fox. But I can't stand that the only way I can get Bob's Burgers is on a 4K. It's not the steelbook part that bothers me. Okay, it's a steelbook. It's $10 more than it should be, and it's a gimmicky case. It's the fact that it's the only way to get it as a Best Buy exclusive. Drives me absolutely nuts, because if you've been watching the channel long enough, you know that I have to get the latest and greatest, especially for a show that it doesn't have many physical releases. I mean, there's seasons of the show, and then there's this movie. So I splurged. I was lucky enough to find a Best Buy that had this in Lansing. So I have the steelbook. It's still sealed. I don't know that I'll open it. I'm hoping one day they come to their senses, release on regular 4K. But especially I can watch this on HBO Max, so I don't need to open the physical. But it's nice to have in the collection. The next slew of items, there are 4, are from Dollar Tree. I was at a Dollar Tree, I believe, to get something for the kiddo or something for the wife's cricket, or I don't remember why we were there. They just happened to have another, I don't know how many waves of these Dollar Tree movies they have, but I heard this one was specifically like MGM items. Like they're getting items from MGM. So I went ahead and checked it out. I looked through and I found 3 items at one and 1 at a different one. So we have, to add to my Ultimate Fighter, or to add to my UFC DVD collection, we have the toughest 25 moments, the Ultimate Fighter. So again, this was $1. Obviously, these are all no, I lied. They were $1.25. But either way, so we've got Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner there on the cover. Forrest, Stephen, Dana White, the president. So I loved The Ultimate Fighter, especially in my teenage years. I watched every single episode, with the exception of now what's on ESPN Plus. I have yet to watch those. But I was glad to add this collection for $1. It'll be nice to one day when I can display my UFC DVDs again. When I have some sort of library collection, I will gladly add that to it, especially for $1. You know what I mean? Weird Dana White's on the spine and not an Ultimate Fighter. Why put the president on the spine? Next up, that's the Blu-ray. We'll do that last. Then we do have, so this is a Warner Brother DVD, and it's not an MGM title. We have Blinded by the Light. And I grabbed this for $1 because it comes with a digital code, if you can read that. And I was curious about this. I believe it's like the Bruce Springsteen. There's a cricket over there. The Bruce Springsteen film. So I grabbed Blinded by the Light. Just for the code, I'll get rid of the physical copy. This is the last thing from the first Dollar Tree. We grabbed the only Blu-ray of this entire Dollar Tree haul. I grabbed Gunpowder, which is an HBO Max, or no, it's an HBO original starring Kit Harington. It's like a 3-part special. Behind every plot is a mastermind. I can hear the Blu-ray flopping around in there, which kind of sucks. It's like a Shakespearean thing, maybe? I don't know. It was $1. I know it has Kit Harington, and it was a Blu-ray, so why not? I also found Satanic Panic on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched my DVD, and I don't know if it's worth upgrading. But it's, of course, after I buy the DVD, I find the Blu-ray. Last thing from a different Dollar Tree, we have Spree on DVD with the slipcover, starring Joe Keery, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, who is Steve Harrington from Stranger Things. So realistically, that's the entire reason I got it. And Steve from Stranger Things sold me on it. If it's shitty, it's shitty. It was $1.25. But who knows? Maybe it's good. Your guess is as good as mine. And then we have an unboxing here from Rick over at DownToMovie. We've been, swapping packages back and forth and everything. I've done a ton of unboxings for him on this channel. So we have a package. I actually had this stuff like since the last September, because it was during Dog Days of Podcasting last summer when I was still doing the podcast. But yeah, so we have 3 titles, technically 8, but we'll get into that. We'll save the big thing for last. First up, we have a sealed Blu-ray copy of Fighting with My Family. I did not own this physically. It was on my wish list forever. Never found it at a good price, or it wasn't part of a buy two get one sale. So I went ahead and snagged it. I saw it up on his eBay page at one point, and I said, hey, can I grab Fighting with My Family? He said, of course, named his price, etc. The only downside is the digital code in here is a lie. It's an iTunes only code, which is garbage. But that's it's MGM and Universal for you. But it's awesome. It's awesome to have this, especially considering it's got The Rock in it. We got Vince Vaughn, and it's Florence Pugh, which she is now, in the Black Widow films and all of the other Marvel stuff. So she's kind of just exploded. So it's cool to see her in this, and also, the real life story of Paige from WWE. So neat, sealed. I'll go ahead and sell that iTunes code because I don't use iTunes. And this is the thing I had in the pile for the longest time. So I watched this for Dog Days of Podcasting, which was a podcast a day, every day for the month of August. Last year when I was with Crazy Joe, part of the Mega Podtastic, and this was his recommendation. I watched the movie, absolutely loved it, and Rick happened to have a copy come in from one of his hauls, and he told me about it. I said to set it aside for me. We have Let Me In, starring Chloe Grace Moretz and Cody Smith McPhee, which, I mean, essentially is, I just know him as, what was his name? I want to say Knight Rider. He's not Knight Rider. What is his freaking name? Nightcrawler. I'm sorry. But anyway, so it still has the lenticular slip, which looks like it's some sort of Walmart exclusive. And it includes a limited edition comic book. So you take the slip off. Still a really neat cover. And then the comic book is stuck to the back. So I'm going to keep it there. It's still semi-sealed. It looks like they opened maybe to get the code or to watch. The bottom's not sealed. Or they just don't know how to take the tape off. But either way, very, very excited to add that one to my personal collection. And then, last but not least, maybe this was in the pack. The stack longer than the other. Is that a lollipop rack? Damn it. This was in the stack longer. He found an entire, like someone had offloaded their collection at a Goodwill, and I said I've always on the hunt for these, vintage tapes, these WWF tapes. And he said, hey, they have this really neat box set, the Classic 5 of 1998. So, of course, I had him snag me the Classic 5 of 1998, which was the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania 14, SummerSlam, or King of the Ring, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. So this is this WWF home video. It's even before, I'd say, quote-unquote, the Attitude Era, though it's probably right in the midst. But it's cool that all the uniformity on the spines. Let's get this out of here. It's in fantastic shape, but I thought that it was a really neat box set. The deal was amazing, and he said he would snag it for me. So we have the Royal Rumble 1998, which is the Undertaker Shawn Michaels match with the spot on the casket where Shawn Michaels breaks his back. It's really cool to have that. Spine is uniform on both sides. WrestleMania 14, Shawn Michaels' last match until 2002, drops the belt to Austin, start of the Austin era, and really where everything just really, kicks into high gear for the WWF. King of the Ring 1998, the incredible, insane match that'll outlive both the guys, Taker and Mankind, in the Hell in a Cell match. Which was wild because it doesn't even main event. Oh, there's Dan Severn match on here. That's just crazy that all of this happened in the same year. So King of the Ring 1998. We have SummerSlam 1998, which has the Triple H Rock ladder match. Looks like Taker and Austin there. Love that SummerSlam logo. Wish they kept that around a little longer. Then Survivor Series 1998. So Deadly Games, which is where I believe The Rock wins his first WWF title. I think that in that tournament. So it's just really cool. I'm a sucker for box sets. I'm a sucker for vintage and a sucker for WWF. So that's just, all tiers there. And I actually had this in my watch list on eBay at one point back a couple years ago when I was doing the attempting to collect all of the wrestling Blu-ray or the WWF Blu-rays and such. It was one of the things I had my eye on. So. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this haul real quick. Let's get this bread. So we have, this be a little easier than when there's books in there. We have Let Me In on Blu-ray, Fighting with My Family, still sealed on Blu-ray, Spree on DVD, Gunpowder on Blu-ray, Blinded by the Light on DVD, The Ultimate Fighter, Top 25 Toughest Moments, Bob's Burgers movie on a digital 4K steelbook. We have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness on 4K, Shin Godzilla on Blu-ray. I hope I'm saying that right. Shin. Scream 2 movie collection on 4K, and the Classic 5 of 1988. I wish it was 5. 1988 for the WWF tapes. So really cool, all sorts of formats, VHS, 4K Steelbook, regular 4K DVD, all sorts of stuff. So really cool there. Thank you so much, Rick from Down to Movie, for just looking out for me and for sending me that package. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of all of the items in the video about the Bob's Burger issue. How do you stand on it? About the VHS tapes, cool, waste of my money. I don't know. I think it's really just a cool display piece, like the box set. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to support the channel in any way, I have links in the description to my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay page, my Bluray.com page, my TV Time, and my Letterbox, where we review all of the TV shows and movies I watch respectively. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you later, YouTube. Hey! Have you liked yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you clicked that notification bell? If you could do that, that'd be great. Right down there. Right down there. Thank you so much. Also, go ahead and check out these additional options on the channel. There should be a video, maybe a playlist, maybe one of each for you to check out so you can stay on the channel and stay informed. And also over here should be the logo. Go ahead and click that. Click sub.